On Monday, December 30th, Travis Kelce recorded a podcast in which he discussed his lovely holiday season in New York City with fiancée Taylor Swift. The New Heights podcast featured the Kelce brothers on the air. Prior to Wednesday's broadcast of the entire show, a preview of the Kelce brothers' talk was made public. The Kelce brothers discussed last Wednesday's Chiefs' victory against the Pittsburgh Steelers during the talk. Jason responded, "It's great that you guys had a memorable Christmas game." Travis responded, "Yeah, and Mahomes stole the show with his impressive performances that helped the Chiefs win a memorable game." "You're so humble, man," Jason remarked. "You also had an excellent game." Laughing, Travis remarked, "Maybe, but it was a big holiday celebration." "Hey man, does NFL cake taste great?" Jason thought. "Oh," remarked Travis, "Mahomes and I were able to have the cake immediately following the game. Most likely it was made of ordinary chocolate. Only one piece was attempted by me. Because you were selected, you got to touch that cake, which is a unique experience. No one else." "Wow, dude," exclaimed Jason with a clap. "The high point of Christmas was that." Travis was then asked, after that win, "Did you guys have a good trip, Travis?" by Jason Kelce. "I had some amazing trips in New York," stated Travis Kelce. The birthday celebration for Taylor's friend Ashley Aon stands out as the most memorable. Jason exclaimed, "It was undoubtedly a fantastic party. Perhaps because I was attending a private party for the first time," Travis remarked. "Such upscale establishments require you to be on the restaurant's list. I finally got to go in there, which Taylor had reserved for me over 6 months earlier. To be honest, everything was too much to handle." Jason commented, "It seems like it was a party for very special people." "I believe that can also be said," Travis replied. "Everything pertaining to that party, including the attendees, shall remain confidential indefinitely. You won't be allowed to enter that location once, I believe, if you unintentionally reveal it. The rules there are extremely stringent. In order to maintain a long-term relationship, you must comply." Jason responded, "Wow, I actually had a little idea of the luxury of that party. I promise you that everything in front of you is insane," Travis remarked. The Kelce brothers then both burst out laughing. Jason replied, "I've seen Ashley twice before at your games, once at the Super Bowl and one at Arrowhead Stadium." According to Travis, Ashley has accompanied Taylor to a couple Chiefs games. She is a lively and amiable individual. Her fashion items in particular are highly sought after. "Oh," Jason responded, "and how about Taylor and you? Both of you must have been overjoyed." "We were caught in a rainstorm during our outing," Travis remarked, laughing. "She was enjoying her stroll in the rain, Taylor. I attempted to shield her from the rain, but when we both got soaked, it only made her happier." "Wow, you guys had a romantic outing in the rain," Jason remarked with a giggle. Travis responded, "I don't know either, but maybe the weather made us sneeze constantly." "What U.S.?" Jason was asked. "You are not by yourself. Is the weather a major issue for you, Travis?" "Yes, the weather in New York is probably a little colder than in Kansas, but it was a great experience anyway," Travis replied, nodding. "The weather caused us to return to Kansas City earlier than we had anticipated." "New Year's is soon here, you know." A little taken aback, Jason exclaimed, "Guys us? You do not intend to return to sea by yourself, do you?" "Travis, is Taylor joining you as well?" With a giggle, Travis Kelce remarked, "Perhaps this will be our first New Year's Eve together. That truly frightens me, you know." "Wow," Jason remarked, "I'll come play at your house. I'll be content when the new year arrives, Travis." Travis said, "Obviously, but it would be fantastic if you brought gifts." The Kelce brothers then both burst out laughing. Fans are left wondering once more by Taylor Swift, who is well known for her subtly political and personal statements in both her songs and clothing. A 3,000-year-old European tale may have been mentioned by the 35-year-old pop queen as she was leaving for a date night in New York City with NFL player Travis Kelce. Fans have speculated that her choice of clothing may have political overtones relating to feminism and her open support for Vice President Kamala Harris in the 2024 U.S. presidential election. Swift's evening ensemble included a chic black mini dress, diamond-patterned tights, and Marc Jacobs boots, as well as a Stella McCartney wool dinner jacket embellished with crystals around the hem. But it was her Versace Crystal Lamb Medusa mini bag that really grabbed her astute fans' attention. The bag depicts the head of Medusa, a Greek mythological character linked to power, anger, and punishment. Athena cursed Medusa, who could turn anybody who looked into her eyes into stone before Perseus slew her. The Medusa motif may be a subliminal allusion to the story's themes of empowerment and retribution, as fans swiftly pointed out. Traditionally seen as a monster with snakes for hair, Medusa has been reimagined in contemporary times as a symbol of resistance to oppression, which makes it a perfect representation of feminism. According to some admirers, Swift might be referencing this old myth to highlight her political views and support for women's rights. Swift has not stated if the Medusa bag was intended to be a political or personal statement, despite the fan speculations. She seemed to enjoy her evening in New York City, going out to eat Japanese food with Kelce and her pals Margaret Qualley and Jack Antonoff on what seemed to be a double date. After more than 16 months of dating, the couple has also become the focus of a lot of conjecture about their future, with people always wondering when they could get married. Swift and Kelce appear to be enjoying their time together, though, and are choosing to put their relationship above the ongoing media attention. One of Greek mythology's most lasting tales, Medusa represents the intricacies of power as well as the results of rage. A terrible figure with snakes for hair, Medusa was cursed by the goddess Athena and could turn anybody who looked at her to stone. She was ultimately beheaded when Perseus deceived her into staring at her own reflection. In many different interpretations throughout history, Medusa has come to represent feminist might and the ability to exact revenge for social injustices. Fans are undoubtedly making connections between Swift's accessory choice and the myth of Medusa, even if Swift has not yet addressed the matter. The Kansas City Chiefs are improving as the season progresses under the leadership of tight end Travis Kelce and quarterback Patrick Mahomes. With a 15-1 record in the 2024 NFL season, they have dominated and secured the top seed in the AFC. For the NFL and its television partners, however, this success poses a special problem. In their last regular season game against the Denver Broncos on January 4th or 5th, the Chiefs are probably going to rest several of their key players now that they have guaranteed a spot in the playoffs. Mahomes is now recovering from an ankle injury, and Kelce, 35, is a strong candidate to take a break. Because of this, the Chiefs will have a bye during Wild Card Weekend, which takes place from January 11th to 13th, postponing their next important game until the divisional round on January 18th or 19th. This scheduling might prevent Mahomes and Kelce from playing for over a month, which would obviously result in lower ratings if they were chosen for broadcast. This season, the Chiefs have played a major role in a number of high-profile broadcasts, such as a Black Friday special on Amazon Prime against the Las Vegas Raiders and a Christmas Day game scene in a Netflix special that broke streaming records with around 65 million viewers in the U.S. Television ratings and viewer engagement during a crucial time of the NFL season are at risk due to the Chiefs' best players possibly missing forthcoming broadcasts. In the weeks preceding the Chiefs' return to action, the league and its broadcasters might need to modify their approaches to keep viewers interested. Those responsible for choosing the most watchable games face difficulties as a result of the Chiefs' domination, which highlights their outstanding play. However, as the NFL season has shown thus far, the Chiefs will face competition from a wide range of teams for the Super Bowl the following year. Therefore, finding another fantastic matchup for transmission is not anticipated to be an issue. The Kansas City Chiefs have had access to a luxury that only a few NFL teams enjoy every season: relaxation. When the Chiefs trounced the Pittsburgh Steelers on Christmas Day, they locked up the top seed and home field advantage for the AFC playoffs, which start next month, and so secured that precious commodity. Even though they are 15-1, Kansas City will be under scrutiny going into the playoffs, regardless of how they play the Denver Broncos in Week 18. Critics have criticized the Chiefs for their unsustainable style of play and winning because they have won so many one-score games this season. In light of this, Chiefs general manager Brett Veach and head coach Andy Reid will be searching for whatever small edge they can to try to win 3 straight Super Bowls. The league will closely monitor the health of veteran defensive lineman Calais Campbell if and when the Miami Dolphins are removed from playoff contention. Despite making it to the Super Bowl as a rookie in 2008 with the Arizona Cardinals, Campbell has never won the Vince Lombardi Trophy. In his stellar career, 38-year-old Campbell has been selected to 3 All-Pro teams and 6 Pro Bowls. He also ranks third among all active players in terms of career QB sacks. If the Dolphins release Campbell after Sunday's game against the Cleveland Browns, the Chiefs, Detroit Lions, and Minnesota Vikings would all be interested, according to Miami Herald reporter Omar Kelly. The Chiefs' defense would be strengthened by adding Campbell to a pass rush that already features Chris Jones and George Karlaftis. In addition to an offense led by Travis Kelce and Patrick Mahomes, this would give Kansas City's postseason opponents even more reason to be afraid. However, the Chiefs will continue to pursue any personnel victory they can in order to carry it over to the football pitch when it counts most, even if Campbell chooses to join the NFC instead. According to Peter Schrager of Fox Sports NFL Insider, Carson Wentz is anticipated to start in the Chiefs' regular season finale against the Denver Broncos. "I'm told Mahomes is not going to play next week, and Carson Wentz is going to start," Schrager reported. "And I'll go one step further and say they're going to elevate practice squad quarterback Chris Oladikin, and he's possibly going to get some snaps this week." With a 15-1 record after defeating the Pittsburgh Steelers on Christmas Day, the Chiefs secured the top overall seed. Chris Jones, the defensive tackle, and tight end Travis Kelce are among the other important pieces of the Kansas City juggernaut who are anticipated to miss the game. Jones stated on Sunday's episode of that other pregame show on CBS Sports Network, "This game might not have meaning to the Chiefs, but it will mean everything to the Broncos and the Cincinnati Bengals." For some of Kansas City's starters, the NFL's nearly unprecedented 24-day rest schedule is what they'll be getting. In the AFC, the Broncos, Bengals, Colts, and Dolphins are all still vying for the lone playoff slot. After the Broncos were defeated 30-24 by the 8-8 Bengals on Saturday, they will need to upset the Steelers and the Chiefs the following week. The Miami Dolphins and Indianapolis Colts must also lose at least one of their previous 2 games. The Chiefs will present a different front against the Broncos with Wentz at quarterback. With great expectations going into the 2016 NFL Draft, Wentz was selected by the Philadelphia Eagles with the 2nd overall choice. After suffering a terrible injury, Wentz's once bright future took a turn for the worse. Wentz had a 7-9 record as a rookie in 2016 despite starting every game for the Eagles. He became one of the league's best quarterbacks in his 2nd season after leading the team to an outstanding 11-2 start. But in Week 14, he tore his ACL, which suddenly stopped him in his tracks. Wentz's performance declined after the Eagles, led by backup Nick Foles, won the Super Bowl in 2018, and he was eventually traded to Indianapolis in 2021. With the Colts, Washington Commanders, and Los Angeles Rams, Wentz has played a variety of roles, but life outside Philadelphia has been a step backward.